What's up, guys? Jason Franklin here, co-founder of Sportique. Getting a chance, when I'm in home in Arizona and get friends in town, I get a chance to hang out with my buddies who's also in town this week for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, man, what's up?
How are you? Good
Doing
to see
great,
you.
buddy. It's good to see you.
Good. We're gonna do some rapid fire questions. Obviously, everyone knows you're Greg Olsen. Is there a nickname that you have growing up? Anybody call you anything? Parents, friends?
My mom would call me Greggy,
Greggy. Okay.
but that never really made it past my most intimate circle of family and friends and whatnot. Yeah, no, most people just called me Greg. Few Greggies in there, few Geos in there.
Okay.
Nothing. Obviously, you're Frankie.
Yeah.
That's a pretty solid. That's pretty universal.
Right, yeah.
You are Frankie. I
Yeah.
don't even know if people know your first name. But yeah, I would say that's probably the extent of it. Growing up, and even to this day, everyone just pretty much calls me, or they just refer to me as Olsen.
All right. So, obviously, with Sportique being all about comfort, we're all about anything comfortable. So, what is your go-to comfort food that, your most enjoyable meal?
Oh, there's no question. Pizza. Pizza is my jam, man. We have it probably too much. If people knew how many times we went to the local pizza parlor in town, they'd probably be embarrassed. But it's minimum one. There's some weeks where it gets up to 2 or 3.
Was that love of pizza then increased when you got to Chicago?
Yeah, I'll be honest, man. Chicago people are gonna hate me for saying this. I grew up in New York, outside of New York, so I was a thin crust, traditional. The thinner, the crispier, the better. Yeah. So, the Chicago deep dish was not really my jam.
Okay.
It was not really. I ate it. It was fun. It was something new to try out, but it just was so heavy. It just felt like after you ate one piece, it was like you ate an entire cake. So, I grew up on Northeast style pizza, and to this day, that's the go-to.
So you are always on the go, but is there get a little time off? I know that sounds like not
Sounds
existent
crazy.
in the Olsen household with the kids and all the stuff you do. Is there a place, where would be the place where we'd like to say roam? So where would you like to roam? Where is your comfortable place?
Yeah. My wife and I, just a couple years ago, we built a house in a small little beach town outside of Charleston, South Carolina. It's called Kiowa Island.
Yeah.
And that's our spot. We get a free weekend. We get kids have a long weekend from school. We get, obviously in the summer, we're going down to Kiowa, sit away, put the phones away, walk on the beach, take morning strolls. That's our happy place. We love going there. It's beautiful. It's quiet. But it's also fun. There's, you can do any activity you want. The kids love it. So that's our getaway from the daily hustle bustle of being home and being in Charlotte and doing the rat race that is life. That's where we go to roam, as you'd say.
Got it. Appreciate that. So another question for you. This is probably a very tough one, but what is your favorite hoodie in your closet?
So I got a lot of the Olsen hoodies, right? I got one on here. I have them in all colors: dark gray, light gray, blue, white, you name it. And but the go-to is if I walk in my closet, unless it's dead of summer, unless it's just hot in Charlotte.
Of course.
I'm wearing the original light gray, kind of this color, this similar to this, has the red have a heart across. That was the first ever hoodie we made with you guys, probably 10 years ago. Yeah, probably 10 years ago. Yeah. And that's the go-to. So if that's clean, that's going on. But we have them in dark gray now. We have them in white with the green, transplant ribbon. That was a fun one. But yeah, the original gray with the red lettering, that's still the one that, if that thing's been washed 7,000 times and it fits better than the first day I've had it.
Got it. So let's talk a little bit more about the foundation and all the good things that you guys, you and Kara and the family do around the foundation. So please.
Yeah. So back in 2013, my wife Kara and I started The Hardest Yard, which is a program that we started in Charlotte after our son TJ was born in 2012 with a very serious congenital heart defect that required a lot of care, a lot of both in-home care and also inpatient care at Levine Children's Hospital in Charlotte. And so we started the foundation in 2013 to just support families with in-home nursing care and other, resource assistance as they kind of navigated a similar road that our son TJ and our family went down. So we started there, but since then we have grown so much due to unbelievable support from our partners and our friends and donors and whatnot. Just 2 years ago, we were able to open up our largest project, which was a 25,000 plus square foot comprehensive congenital heart center called the Hardest Yard Congenital Heart Center in Charlotte at Levine Children's Hospital. All of the subspecialties that make up the heart program in our healthcare system are now housed in one unit. So we've really been able to grow and doing cool things with you, like we are going to do it for the month of February, where you guys are kind enough to kick back from some of the sales of the Olsen hoodie, which I just said was one of our favorites. Those programs, those relationships, those friendships are what allow us to continue to grow. We've now launched our second center. We've partnered with MUSC Children's Hospital down in Charleston, South Carolina. So now we have 2 centers that we're able to support. So it's really cool. It's cool to see it grow. This is our 10-year anniversary from its inception. So 2023 is a big year for us. It's a special year for us. And we're just thankful for partners like Sportique who allow us to continue to find new ways to grow and new ways to serve these families.
So it's so nice we're doing it twice, and you touched on it a little bit, the month of February for Heart Awareness Month. So excited that Sportique gets to partner up with you and Kara and the foundation again. So proceeds of the sales of the Sportique hoodie, anybody that goes on Sportique.com and buys an Olsen hoodie for the month of February, these proceeds are going to my friend Greg's foundation. Had so much fun with them last year doing it for February. It's like, why not do it again? So we're really excited to do it again. So the other fun thing actually that we're talking about right now, and people from around the world keep emailing us and telling us different fun stories about that their Olsen hoodie is the most stolen hoodie out of their closet.
Yeah.
And so I got to ask you, who in your household is the one that's stealing your stuff?
Yeah, there's no question. It's my wife. If she's like going out of the house, she wears her own, right? And it's a little more form-fitted. It's a little more, stylish.
Yeah.
If she's home and she's chilling on the couch and she's got my big old XXL, single X, whatever it is, hoodie on, it's down to, but it's just so comfortable just to lie around, just to veg out on the couch and watch a game and hang. It's there's no question it's her. The kids all have them. My daughter lives in hers. Hers is just a little big when we got it for her, so it's a little big to wear outside of the house. But man, if she's home and she's cold, she is walking around the house in that Hardest Yard hoodie. So the Olsen girls, they get their use out of the Olsen Hardest Yard hoodies. There's no doubt.
Growing up, obviously it's a dream of yours to play professional football. I know that. Yeah. Obviously your pops is world famous high school football coach. Did you ever in the back of your mind think at some point that like you would do the broadcasting side of the business and maybe one day call a Super Bowl? Obviously spent some time with you. We played a Super Bowl.
Yeah.
Was there?
No, I'll be honest. It was never even on my radar, as a kid or, even, for the first half of my career. It wasn't really until the latter stages of my career that kind of some opportunities started coming my way and, it was kind of piqued my interest. And it was never like, oh my God, it was just kind of, I'll try it. And I came away and I was like, I liked it. That was fun. I'll do it again. Try something new. Studio, post-game, halftime shows, call a game. And the calling of the game was what really struck me. Like that, when I walked out of my first experience, having the opportunity to do an audition back in 2015 with Fox, it was like, yeah, I can do this. The sitting at the studio is great. It's fun. It's amazing. But I'm like, I can do this game stuff. There's something to this that is energetic. There's a fun energy in this stadium and, thinking on your toes and talking ball. So no, but it just really just happened organically as I got more opportunities. Just decided to see how far I could take it.
So obviously the Super Bowl is the pinnacle game and you get a chance to do that, and obviously probably a dream. If you had to do another sport, if you're like, hey, somebody got sick, we gotta tap you, and you need to pick out one more sport that you need to do commentate a game for, what would it be?
Probably baseball.
Okay.
I think, I don't know. Obviously I don't know enough about like the intimate nature of professional baseball, but like I know enough about the basics of it.
Okay.
I spend a lot of time with it with my kids, and we've studied it, and we play fairly competitive baseball, albeit it's young kids, but I think I could at least survive. I don't know if I could do the World Series, but maybe give me like a random game in a small market. I think I could probably figure it out.
Okay. Tuesday afternoon in Tampa.
Like a Tuesday in Tampa. There's 700 people in the stands. I'm your guy.
Okay, perfect.
I could probably survive. I don't know enough about basketball. It's happening way too fast. I don't even know, I couldn't give people what they'd want. And I I definitely couldn't do soccer. I go to my daughter's soccer game, and I'm just like,
A supportive dad.
just run fast, you know? I'm at my boys' game, and I'm like, what are you doing? I'm like, you're doing great.
You're trying really
You're
hard.
running so fast, you haven't touched the ball.
Yeah.
But yeah, so I'd say baseball.
Okay. Cool.
Okay. All right, buddy. Appreciate you, man.
Good to see you.
You're the best. I appreciate you guys doing this. I woke up and you were like, we're here. I was like, done. I'll be right there.
Yeah.